It's before the bell. Podcast slamming all comers. Bloodlines, hot thighs, yeah, no runners. Boys Martin, J, and CT. Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the bell podcast. Before the bell podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Martin Morrow, and I'm the advocate to the most extreme wrestling podcast there is, Before the Bell Podcast. And let me just say to anyone out there who has any issues or comments with us dealing with the extreme of professional wrestling, you can suck my effing D. To my right, one of the most extreme wrestling podcasters and comedians there is out there. He is the Sultan of Southside Sadness. Ladies and gentlemen, the Urban Gladiator, Mr. Jay Washington.
That's how we start and shit. That was the moniker you came up with? That was the one? Okay. Keep
Fix the
moving.
screen, Mark.
Move along.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my left, he has a propensity for positioning and posturing himself for a pause. He is the advocate for anger and the renegade of rage. He is main event CT. Today, we're going to be covering a large assortment of topics dealing with professional wrestling. And if you have an issue with that, you can get out now. Gentlemen.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is brilliant. If you had a ponytail on the back of that hat.
But I tried to fashion my little...
Oh, man. You got the struggle tail.
Yeah.
However, this... Out of all your characters, I'm going to tell you my top 3. This is number 1. Number 2, was it Martin Kind?
Yeah.
Martin Kind, this, and Razor Ramon. But it's a tie with Razor Ramon and Roman Reigns. You're doing your thing, boy. Before we continue, man, Randy Constance... We got a banger intro. Thank you so much, fam. And thank you for the super chat. Round of applause for you. Thank you so much for supporting us and the show. We appreciate it. Everybody who's watching, I want to give you guys an update. Something happened last week about you guys asking about our merch and the merch site. And I said, hey, man, it's on all the pages. Apparently, it was not on all the pages. So we fixed that. And we got the merch on all the pages. As a matter of fact, I want to show you some merch that we have on the site right now. Everything is 25% off for the next week and a half. Mark, are you ready? All right. Here is our first piece of resistance. This is the Before the Bell podcast t-shirt logo. You got that. Let's move on. Oh, look at this. Mid-card Morrow. Can't beat it. It looks incredible. Next to that, the Urban Gladiator logo, incredible, incredibly positioned, beautiful. And then we have main event CT, Money in the Bank green. I wanted that green, you understand? Now, you can switch it off that. I want to say thank you, number 1, to a brother who makes our clips, Young Brilly. He's watching the show as well. Killing it. Outside of Brilly, Jerry Williams is the man who designed those designs for us and has us looking and feeling incredible. They are both incredible graphic designers of the show. They're part of the family, and we will always be shouting them out. And I'm going to attach their pages to the YouTube link so you guys can get your own graphic designs done if you guys are interested. They're both incredible. So what's up, fellas?
Well, we had an amazing week of sports entertainment and professional wrestling this week.
Yes.
We just come fresh off of Clash at the Castle. I'm not going to be able to do that voice.
I'm like, how long can he do it?
No, I was dying up top. Them fire fumes must have got to me on the drive over here. I was like, I'm feeling this one. I have my little water.
When you told we got one?
Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta have them one. They're next to you, right under the couch. So we gotta go in order though. We can't start a clash.
No.
We gotta start from Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And when we start from Monday Night Raw, you know what I want to talk about?
What's that?
Liv Morgan's hotel key storyline.
That's cool.
Don't know if you saw it. Are you all right?
I'm high. I'm good. I got high before I came here. I took a couple edibles. I'm good. That's why I'm chilling.
I'm talking about the gas. I'm not talking about none of the.
I just had to get positioned. See, yeah, man. I'm the cast only one in here who can groove the wedge in this bitch. So
Weed and espresso. You were on two different
I'm good.
functions.
Frequencies.
Yeah, frequencies right there.
I'm good.
That's like lightning in water.
Yeah.
Or something.
Being a ning in the water?
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good episode. You said bang and ning?
You said ning in the water? That's what I thought you said.
Lightning.
You missed the first.
Oh,
couple
I
of
didn't
syllables
get
of
the
that.
light part.
Yeah.
All right, I got the ning part.
How did you miss the light part? Is the question. That's the first part of the word.
I don't know why.
You thought he said ning in the water.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what is ning in the water?
Oh,
Man? I didn't
man.
know if it was something. I thought it was a phrase.
I'll tell you something, boy, that
something.
narcotic is out here strong, boy. Shout out to all the people who are watching so far. JP runs this, AJ Bristol, Randy Constance, Marquise York, Serenity Moon, Calvin Smith, L Boogie, Chill Bill, Domingo Trip, Bad News Buck, Jonathan Peck. We got Herb or I think it's Herb. Herb Bridges Jr., Mike T, and then MTK2 Fitness.
You thought it was Herb Bridges Jr.?
You thought it was Ning Water. So let's not start pointing the fingers over here, brother.
Hey, brother, I'm just saying, you see a man named, I don't know nobody is going to be named Herb Bridges Jr. Now, the ing part, listen, things happen.
What?
Sometimes synapses don't synap. And so I didn't catch on. My bad. Apologies to your headset. But it happened.
Speaking of which, is that the PlayStation headset?
No, this is producer Mark's headset. Because I was gonna bring my Xbox one, but I forgot.
I'm so glad you didn't allow that to come in here. I can't believe you even own an Xbox. Also, if you own an Xbox, that lets me know where you are in life. All
Look,
right?
if you on Xbox, you don't want it, I'll take it. Listen, live more, because I ain't got nothing at home. I got a Sega Genesis emulator I got from Target, and it just got like 50 games on it. I'm tired of playing.
That's a good amount of games.
I'm tired of playing just Sonic, that Streets of Rage.
There's
But anyway,
48 other games. You just named two of them.
I don't want to play Echo the Dolphin. You want to play Echo the Dolphin? You want to come play Echo the Dolphin with me? Come play Echo the Dolphin, okay? You know where I live. Let's play Echo. I got two controllers. We play Echo the Dolphin together.
I think
was
it
aggressive.
was on one player.
It is a one player. I'll also give you this. You can't save no games on Sega.
I know
the
that's
best
the thing
part.
that sucks. Like I got to start off from the beginning. You know how many times I've made it so far I can't chameleon and I had to start back from the beginning.
Yo.
It's really terrible. Listen.
Ain't no autosave, boy. When that autosave came around, boy,
Yeah.
everything changed.
Oh man, or the
Hey,
little
listen.
memory cards.
Oh my God.
And so many PS1
Look,
memory cards.
Everybody heard memory cards. That was when you first started memory cards for your game and your camera. You was trying to move them around. Liv Morgan's room key. Let me
Yes.
tell you something. Everybody in Judgment Day minus Damian Priest trying to hit. Look,
Yes, a fact. Except Carlito's will. Because Carlito's officially in now.
is he?
He's in. They did the fist bump.
Did Damien give him? But
Damien gave him the fist bump.
okay,
Okay. I
he
mean, I
had to
don't,
change that shirt to purple.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If his shirt don't turn to purple, a purple Puerto Rican flag, he's not in.
Well, then it would clash with Damien's because Damien has a Puerto Rican purple.
So what?
See, I don't want him to. I just need a purple apple.
That is dangerously poisoned.
That's
But he's a
You
villain.
want to see Carlito eat a purple apple and pass out on screen and spit in somebody's face?
You are too high. I was saying as a logo or
Yeah.
a T-shirt.
Oh, I thought you was talking about in his hand.
No, man. I don't need him to have a real life purple
That's
apple
what I thought
to
you-
eat and spit.
That's why I thought you was. I thought you meant a purple apple to eat and spit.
That's not even what we were talking about.
I mean, I was gonna go back to the shirt because Damian Priest's shirt, even though it does have some of the purple, he still keeps some of the red and blue in it.
I got a suggestion.
I have an
moving
answer.
forward. Maybe no drugs before the show.
No, I felt like I was gonna need him today,
Okay.
and I was like, "Listen, you gonna need to take care of you. So when you take all these edibles, because you don't want to smoke, you don't want to on your clothes, you take these edibles, you good. We here."
Man, LWO had a match and 2 of the members of LWO wasn't even there. The worst part is nobody missed them. That's the
which
bad part.
ones?
Wait.
Cruz
Yeah, I know.
Cruz,
Cruz
yeah.
del Toro and Joaquin Wild. Here's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Is when they did like an injury angle with Carlito taking out Cruz del Toro a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the whole time we were still worried about Rey Mysterio. He saw you bend down kind of fast there, Ray. Are you?
Hey, does anybody care about the like? I feel like the LW people's gonna be upset. I feel like this iteration has run its course. I feel like because like we're looking towards the end. Let's just get this Ray dominant career, whatever match y'all gonna do. You don't care about Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild. You being real. Dragon Lee, every time he in the ring, he look like, can y'all cheer for me too? He'd be like, I'm here. Because Ray come in, Dragon Lee being, he'll get a pop. He go out, Ray come in, they go crazy. Dragon Lee be standing out, and when they get the announcement of the win, Dragon Lee be like, no, me too.
Well, here's the thing, man. I hear that you wild for saying that on camera, but I will say you out of control. But I do care about Rey Mysterio. I care about Zelina Vega. I would love for Dragon Lee to have gotten a greater showcase, like a feud, right? To where you're like, oh man, like I care. Like I loved Santos Escobar, but until they gave him a storyline and a feud, I wasn't able to be on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dragon Lee, if he gets that, then it's like, oh, we off in the race.
I feel like the Dragon Lee of this podcast sometimes. Because I watch you two like interact a lot, eyeball to eyeball. And I'll be like, I'm still here, whether I'm there here. I'll be like, I'm Dragon Lee. Hey, I can do a flip. I feel like that sometimes. But
that's a good feeling. You know why that is? He causes me no stress or drama at all. It's like, man, this is joy. It's a 50-50. Some days it's like, oh man, Jay's great. And then we got Ning Water today. So you never know what you're going to run into.
Ning Water? Look, I told you what I heard. No, don't sigh. Don't sigh.
I didn't even get to sigh out. I
I
started to inhale.
I heard it.
The sigh didn't even go out yet. But
I
yeah.
heard it. This is a thing, man.
If anything,
I'll say
the Baron Corbin of this podcast.
Hey, that is horrible.
No, he just got a face pop.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
no. Because
He got cheered in France. People love. Look,
first of all,
all the comments are about you right now, Jay.
What they saying?
But listen,
Mark,
because I can't see it. It's blurry.
What they
Jay
saying?
moving real zesty for. Okay, that wasn't the best one.
That's the one you gonna go.
I was just reading the Jay thing.
Yeah.
Jay is cooking himself. Jay trying to get on CT ESPN. Okay, yeah. But that one. Okay, that one just says face on. Okay, these are not
man.
helping. Jay flipping would be wild. There you go.
Y'all are
You
not
would
helping.
do 9 different comments as you see. You should have probably never even just read them. You saw the first one and you was like, oh, this may not be good. But your brain was like, no, I'm going to keep processing.
Because I thought...
Because your brain kept processing. Was like, I'm going to keep going reading and make on Jay. And then he going to sit there and be like, oh, man, I'm going to be sad because that's what Marty CT go think. And I'm like, no, let's keep talking about Liv Morgan busting down Dominic in the ramp. Because that was amazing.
Finn Balor took that key.
Hey,
Finn Balor took that key, boy.
What if JD, have you seen the video? Everybody's seen the video now where it's in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
It's all through Twitter. What if JD done stole the key from Finn and he be the one in the room? Or like, there's this running thing about JD McDonough trying to go in the door. She just be like, no.
Oh
boy.
Like, is Finn? Come on in. Is Damien? Come on in. Carlito? Probably come on in. Is JD McDonough? She'd be like, thank you for the DoorDash. And then just close the door back on him.
Let me tell you something. We joke, but that is pain.
Yeah.
Man, I was 17 and the older homies were like 18 and 19 and they took me with them over this young lady's house and she was like, both of you come in my room now. And I was with them, so I'm like, she probably just didn't count me. Hey,
by the way, to the chat, I appreciate y'all. Sorry, but I like all the big jokes because I'm sitting this script like that. I'm like, oh, it's a big dude. Yes, come with something better at this goddamn point. Continue.
No,
everything
is timing on jokes, so the timing is off. But we will shout out this super chat. Shout out to Sharp. You all need to book a match with me versus Almighty.
Okay,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that super chat, brother.
Yeah. So who do you think? Who do you think Liv Morgan chooses in this situation?
You would get way more mileage if it was. Jay pitched this last week. if Liv Morgan and JD McDonough had a thing where he started defending her. Like, hey guys, lay off of her. She's okay. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm also down for Finn being with her, but I'm more of a Finn dude leading the pack as opposed to. So JD makes the most sense. For entertainment value, Carlito.
I thought you was gonna. I was hoping you just weren't gonna go next. I thought you was gonna go back to it.
Because Carlito wasn't there when Rhea was there. So he has no loyalty really to her.
That's true, yeah.
Wait, he wasn't?
No. Remember, he came in after the draft. Rhea got hurt, like,
Oh,
right before? Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like maybe a week. I thought a week at least. I knew it wasn't no long.
Yeah, no,
Let's talk about rumors real fast before we continue Raw. So there's a rumor that Brock Lesnar is coming back to SummerSlam to face Braun Breaker.
Ooh.
And they say it's a retirement match. I don't believe that, because why would you bring Brock back to retire that fast? Yeah. However, who do you think wins, Braun or Brock?
Braun.
Braun, yeah, that's the perfect passing of the torch.
Passing the torch.
Okay.
Would it be this SummerSlam or the SummerSlam in Minneapolis?
Well, it's got to be 25. It's got to be this one.
Because that Minneapolis is like that.
2 years away.
Oh no, that's
WrestleMania.
Year.
No. Minneapolis is double SummerSlam. It's 2026.
26. You're right. Here's the thing.
They haven't announced. That's the one they haven't announced next year's.
If it's a feud and it's going to go 3 months, then Braun is going to get the final dub.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be a quick one-on-one match like a SummerSlam, Brock is winning.
I could see. Now, hear me out on this. Please let me focus on this. I'm trying to be serious.
Yeah. We won't interrupt you.
I know. I interrupted you, and that was really upsetting. I apologize.
Hey, man, hopefully another joke comes out with another 40 minutes, but we'll see what happens.
You'll have them because you're CT. You do that. Do you do... Because Brock is a novelty. Brock is... if you do a 3-month program, possibly, but do you do somewhere it's him and Braun pop up once every 3-4 PLEs? Like maybe Braun has a match, boom, they have Brock and Braun have a match, however you have it in, whatever. All right, time goes past, maybe Braun's like, I'm on my next thing, and once he thinks he's at something, here comes Brock again. Now we're at another big event, building up to that or whatever. Have that match, whatever, boom, disappear. Now you got 1-1 at this point. You keep building it until there's something. You don't have to do the best of 3, best of 5 out of them. You maybe have something that just leads to the end result of a major PLE. And I think SummerSlam, I guess SummerSlam is supposed to be is a secondary WrestleMania. But that, if you're building up Braun Breaker this way, that should be WrestleMania. You get what I'm saying? Make it a novelty. SummerSlam right now, why? You're 8-9 weeks away.
How does it feel to have your thoughts uninterrupted? I'm joking. That was petty, but it was perfect
timing. It was perfect timing.
Come on now. I'm timing, baby. We in here. Anyway, so here's what I think. I agree with it being WrestleMania, but right now we need to build Braun up.
Yeah.
And Braun has been going through so many squashes. It wasn't until this past Monday that we saw him do something super significant where he retired Ricochet, where I think he resigns. I don't think that Ricochet is out, because when we've had people get fired and be taken out before, they've never made it that big.
You got it.
Yeah. No, you go for it.
No, go. I was thinking the exact same thing. That's how you take Ricochet off TV and everybody like, see, that's it. That's how you send them bye-bye. And then Ricochet pops up out of nowhere. Also, you can say Braun's been on a roll, but you can't forget about that match. Think about how they kind of brought him down a level with that match with
him and Dragunov. Of course.
They brought him down. This monster became fallible with this match.
Yeah. But I think that's also because you don't want to kill Ilya.
Right.
So that was they put themselves in a tough position with that match in general.
They did, but because I didn't want to see Dragunov take the L because he's got so much momentum. If anything, I would have preferred
Dragon Lee. No? Joaquin Wilde?
Oh, man. I must be really gone if I heard that one.
You wanted him to destroy Joaquin Wilde and like rip him in half? And then Ricochet's like, hey, man, cut that out. And then he just goes, he's like, I'm going to go for a little bit, but
Hey man, cut that out.
Yeah.
Just calmly like that.
Yeah, he has a different relationship with him versus Ilya. Yeah, him and Ilya, they have like a kinship. We don't really know it.
What?
I would have preferred that they have that all-out fight in that match, and then right when Braun is about to injure him, that's when Ricochet would have done what he did. It would have been a DQ, so nobody loses steam.
Yeah, you can double DQ, double count out, whatever.
Right.
No finish. That match, but also it went too long.
I disagree. It was a great showing for both of them because this is the go home show for Raw. So a lot of people don't have big matches anyway.
Fair, I hear you, and I agree with you in that regard. But my problem is, and hopefully I'm making sense with this, you can't be going this long with
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I was going to let you cook, but I looked over and I glanced at what Carolina Boy 90 said. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Carolina said, biggest heel at Clash of the Castle was the ropes. Yo, Damian Priest and Jay Cargill, boy. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
We jumping ahead, but I'm sorry, Carolina
that is
boy.
so petty. Yo. Man, Priest, everybody else thought it was over.
His leg looked like
it was just dangling.
Yeah.
That does not look good.
No.
At most, hopefully it's a sprain at most.
That's what I'm hoping, because his face during the I watched the press conference.
Yeah.
His face looked like he knew something was wrong. You know, how people like you in pain, but it's like, ooh, this ain't a normal level of pain.
Yeah.
But back to the Braun Ilya thing, give them 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
8 to 10 minutes. Yes, they don't have a match in Scotland, but don't let this go so long, because you start, like I said, you break down the stigma of who Braun Breaker's supposed to be now.
Right.
Because now we know who the Mad Dragon is. We're seeing this. But you get him beating the piss out of Braun.
Yeah.
Because he was putting work in on Braun.
He was.
Yeah.
Speaking of putting in work, you know, at the end of Raw, who was not there with Judgment Day? Dom. So maybe he did go to the hotel.
Oh.
Every other member of Judgment Day.
Or he could have been getting
GTV.
his arm iced. His arm just could have been getting iced, man.
He's healed, bro.
Yeah, but you still, he might still want ice on the healed arm. Just to look, I'm just trying to stop. I don't want Dom and Mommy
To have any problems?
to have any issues.
She
man.
said to him, Liv Morgan said to him, you don't need to be with a woman that makes you call her mommy. You need to be the woman that you need to be with a woman who calls you daddy.
How quickly would y'all fold?
With Liv Morgan?
Yeah.
Nope, hold on. I want to hear this one.
First of all, Liv Morgan's a friend of the show.
Right.
If Liv Morgan said that to me, I would say, I'm with mommy, unhand me immediately. Rhea Ripley? Come on, man. You don't get no Rhea Ripleys out here. You get a lot of Liv Morgans. You don't get a Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's so cold, boy. I would drink her second bathwater.
Yo,
Not the first one.
Not the first one. I think I'm more disgusted with this.
Respectfully, the second bathwater. Because the first one got to be hot. She got to get all of that out of her. That second one, that water's going to be a little clearer. You know what I mean? It's going to be clear. It's going to be chef's kiss. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Would you sip it Saltburn style? Or you're just like, mommy's milk.
That's on my wife. She would probably draw the bath. Rhea Ripley cold, boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Respectfully.
Get your hand, unhand me.
Unhand me.
You heathen.
You
Can't
hussy.
believe you, Liv Morgan, disrespecting Rhea Ripley like this.
We said I'd have folded like clean sheets out the drawer. But here's the thing. I think the problem is you can't be Dominic and fold. Like you see, I love Dominic the way he playing this, because that boy face every week is like, man, Jesus, give me strength, Lord.
He's
Hey,
going
man.
down.
We've all been tempted,
Let's get to SmackDown.
Yeah.
SmackDown, I'm now behind the idea of Austin Theory turning face because he showed me
Finally.
something. when they were over there in where were they?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Glasgow,
Thank you, Glasgow.
Yeah.
When they
It
were
was
there.
just like it was so. It was what's Drew? Where the place? Drew
Yeah, I was
from?
like, man. So he showed me a moment where I could kind of see and they did it perfectly. They showed it there, like the cracks in the team in Glasgow, because an American crowd would not have been given energy like that.
What?
Yeah,
The whole time.
the whole time.
Wait, did you see the face?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
What? What?
Did he tap his boy to get
Tapping
in?
his boy. What? Look at them trying to work and get their characters over. Not on my watch. I paid $40 for these tickets, and I'm going to yell a word.
I'm gonna yell a word. That show. I'm thinking I like the international PLEs more than the American ones, bro.
I think the American cities better realize we are in dire straits of losing every
We are.
PLE.
Yeah.
So next year's Mania is already announced Vegas.
Yeah.
And we don't have SummerSlam. It was
don't.
not announced. Do not be surprised them other big ones be overseas now.
I think they go to France for SummerSlam.
I
If
think
you
they
go
do too.
back-
I think they go right back. I think they go right. And Scotland just made a point.
Yeah.
They've been talking about, again, England still wants it. Remember, they want England, all this stuff. They keep playing. Look, we take advantage, we take for granted, the fact that they be over here doing these amazing shows. His talent comes out, and these crowds are acting like, you know what? I don't think you worked that well. How dare you miss that spot? I could have done that. You couldn't do a single athletic thing in your entire life, even in your fucking dreams. Pardon my expression. I hate internet fans sometimes so much. It pisses me off the way people were going to Jay Cargill and Damian Priest. But these international fans have appreciated it. And again, backlash set the tone. Everybody was like, oh, yo, France showed you what you got to do.
I would even give it Puerto Rico.
Matter of fact,
Puerto
Puerto
Rico was
Rico did
incredible.
it. Puerto Rico did it last year. They was like, let me show you what to do. France said, all right, we understand the assignment. Boom. Glasgow, Scotland got the assignment. Boom. And it's consistently being like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Man.
think you need a third edible, by the way.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
crazy.
very
That
angry.
Sorry, even outside of what we talk about, that is the one thing on the internet that always pisses me off.
Yeah.
Look, you can criticize and critique anything. We critique every sport. But to act like you know what you're doing, what they doing in this ring, you know what they going through, you understand the timing, because the 98% of people that have never been through the ropes don't understand the timing that it takes for things.
Yeah.
Yes, do you slip off a rope? Yes, it's possible. Why? Bare bodies are hitting those ropes consistently. You ain't in a basketball court, there's somebody wiping down the floor, getting the water up. The ref ain't rubbing the ropes down with a dry towel every time somebody hit them.
Yeah, that'd be weird, though. I kind of want them to have like a secondary ref now who just... and they sit in the corner and wait for someone to hit them. Camera?
Guys like that only talk about drying the ropes too. Everybody be like, they be like, yeah, man, did you see the show last night? Man, did you like the ropes? They look real dry.
Did you like
The ropes.
He'd have all of his handles as a WWE rope guy.
Rope guy.
His profile picture is just the towel he used.
People thinking he into BDSM. He's like, no. I keep the ropes dry.
That's me. If you ever see like really good rope spots, that's because I did that.
Yo, that's for everybody watching. That's what it's like talking to our producer, Mark. We'd be like, yeah, man, that was a great show, man. We had some fun. We was talking about this. We talked about the pay-per-view. He's like, yeah, what'd you think about those camera angles? They were great. But
What did he cut to himself?
All of a sudden, there's a camera on him.
we got another super chat. Thank you so much to Herb Bridges. We would all be for mommy because black men don't cheat. That's a fact.
right,
Thank you,
yes.
man.
And Herb, we're going to give you your call after we wrap up the other
Also,
show.
finish your thought
nice.
on Austin Theory. Sorry about that.
No, Austin Theory is I think I could see a good face run because Grayson Waller, I don't ever want him to be a face.
No.
He's so hateable as
Yeah.
a heel.
Everything about his energy, and then he's good at trolling online,
Yeah.
but not crossing that line of where it's like, oh, y'all can get in trouble for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 80s style heel in a new generation.
Yeah.
It feels good, man.
Like he knows how to keep that care. Like you again, Austin Theory be out with the kids.
Yep.
He be, hey, like you said, I'm a bad guy on TV. I like you guys.
A-Town down.
Girl, Grayson Waller. Oh, you're dying. Away from me. Like that was probably his.
Was that your version of Grayson Waller with like a kid, like a sick kid?
Yeah.
He'd make the kid get away from him.
Yeah.
Why did you have to repeat the question?
No, I just needed the full scope of the scene here.
My bad. That was me. That was being reckless. I apologize.
No, man. It's the medibles, bro.
Man, this
espresso. Yeah, man. But no, Grayson Waller is the perfect. I would say in 3 years, I'd give him a title run.
Oh, absolutely.
He's absolutely a U.S. champ.
No. I see Grayson as a world champ. I don't see him as a WWE champ for like at least 5 years.
Yeah.
But world champ?
In how many years?
I give him the world championship title in about 2.5.
So, reason I asked that, so now you have to look at the Raw roster.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he's only one of the very few, because just like we saw at the draft, it's very, very few now that really make a move, that go from show to show. It's more NXT call-ups.
Right.
So Grayson Waller goes, and the majority of the stars that are on Raw is what I'm saying are still there. So you get a Punk that's still there, Seth, a Drew, Damian, Sheamus even. Ivar maybe, because he's,
Ivar is definitely going to be a world champion.
So who do you say 2.5 years, if you look at how quick time goes, who do you have Grayson bump out that way?
It's not even about bumping out. Grayson has been pushed since he's been on the main roster.
I agree in that regard.
So it's not even about who's on a roster. It's about who's been getting pushed and shown the TV
So why
time.
not? So again, I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. Why not, like I said, U.S. title for SmackDown? Why not the IC title for Raw? Why do we push him straight? Yes, maybe future down the line, but I'm using your time frame. That's the only reason I bring it up. Maybe in 2 to 5, maybe Intercontinental, maybe U.S. Championship.
No,
cool.
because it's about who he's feuded with since he's been on the main roster. He hasn't feuded with just mid-carders. He's feuded with John Cena. He's feuded with a Randy Orton. He's feuded with Kevin Owens. All of these guys who are in the main event picture. So that's why it's easy to see him graduating to the main event picture of being a world champ. It's not like me saying, don't disrespect the Dragon Lee. He hasn't feuded with a Roman Reigns or even been mentioned by a Seth Rollins. Yeah. So that's where I got my time frame.
I hear you, but that logic will put so many other people in that same position.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think part of the one thing you have to remember, the main event scene right now, outside of your Biancas and your Jades and your outside of the women's roster, essentially, a lot of them are late 30s to early 50s. Right. Like Rock is 51. Cody's 38, 39.
Orton's 43.
Orton's 43.
He's only 43?
43 or 40, something like that.
Some real early 40s. Yeah.
Oh, he's had a hell of a career. Only 43? Randy Orton has gotten pushed more than nerdy kids on playgrounds. Boy, that man has been getting pushed like the child of a dude that's dating his mama. That boy has been pushed.
Wow.
Man, shouts out to the super chat.
Bad stepkid. What?
Domingo Trip says, I'm still waiting on the response to either Amethyst Margil or Marty the Gecko Paddleboat.
Who are these people?
This is free gold, people. First of all, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. $9.99, boy.
But that's really just...
That's crazy, Domingo.
We don't know who these people are. Are they other people in the chat that
I have no idea? So I'm confused.
Yeah, send another super chat with whatever they said, because we're not going to scroll up.
Randy has been pushed. Randy's gotten a push since his introduction.
Yeah, that's where I'll stop you. When he lost a hardcore Holly in his debut. All right.
Overall, I think you say overall.
I think when he joined Evolution, he got a heavy
and that
push.
was what 2-3 years in, if that.
No, it was immediately.
No, because he started on SmackDown, and he was like losing Devon and Holly, like all these people. Like he was doing good matches and stuff, but it was just like, oh yeah, that's Bob Orton's son. Then when he got hurt, he fractured, I think, his shoulder or something like that. Started doing the updates, and they bring him to Raw. Then he joins Evolution, so that would have been like 03, 04.
That's 03 for sure.
Yeah, so that's 02, only a 02 year. 02 is when he debuted on SmackDown.
Yeah, so within a year.
Yeah.
Within roughly, so like out the gate. But that's roughly out the gate.
Yeah.
When you talk and you're looking at WWE terms, a year is this.
Yeah.
So out the gate, dude's been getting pushed. They love him, and he was infallible for so long. Remember, Randy Orton should have been featured in Never a lot with everything you heard the background stories behind.
That's the second time you used infallible. I feel like you either just learned it or you're just like, yeah, this is a good choice to throw in there. Yeah.
Listen, brothers, let me tell you something. Sometimes you... And that made I think this just made a clip. Yep. I think
no, because they can't hear what he said.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes, brother, you want to enhance your vocabulary. So
I get it.
Yeah, man.
But continue. I mean, when you think about Grayson Waller, you said you were thinking about the older people on the roster making the scene.
Yeah, but I also think that especially after watching Clash at the Castle, we're in such a rebuilding phase of this roster. This feels very much like a post Hogan, post Macho Man type of new gen roster, or even when like Austin got hurt and they were like, all right, I guess we gotta now push The Rock or Triple H or whatever.
The Rock was always number 2, so it was time to give him that number 1 spot.
Yep.
Exactly. So I was like, man, it's weird to have so many pay-per-views without any member of the Shield, right? No Roman, no Seth, without these guys who even like to see Edge and Daniel Bryan, who were these cornerstones of 2000 whatever to whatever. So it really is like, yeah, we're trying to figure out who works right now and who's going to be the person to take that next step.
There's so many faces though, and we said this months ago. We have like 7 main event faces that can do it anywhere. Whereas opposed to during the Cena era, we just had Cena. We had CM Punk as well, but if you weren't in a program with Cena, it's like, all right, are we going to give this to him or not? Seeing Clash at the Castle, for me, I loved everything except the placement until I realized if Cody's going first, hopefully this isn't a trend, but if Cody's going first, there's going to be a screw job at the end. I knew it. We called it, but I didn't like seeing Cody go first.
I figured my thought was he had his mom there. And because they got to get on the flight back and all this stuff, that probably was it. Just a quick flight.
I don't know if it's that simple. I think it's only because the story with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre in his home country,
of course,
was the bigger story.
Of course.
And of course, Cody is a fan of the business. So speaking of, I can tell you guys love the business. Thank you so much, James Rivera, for the super chat. I could tell that he's like, yo, they have a bigger story. Let them close it out. Because he could have pitched a fit and like, I want to close it out.
Yeah.
But Drew is the reason that pay-per-view even made sense to go overseas and to see Alba Fire and Isla Dawn win the titles. I was like, this is how you stay protecting Jade and Bianca.
The weight.
Because they didn't take the pin.
Yeah.
It was like, I love this. Because they even altered the rules.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it?
Let's hear it.
No, Jade's hand, when she did this, when she was in the Karafuda, was the Karafuda being stood up?
Oh, she taps.
And she taps. And I'm glad Corey Graves called it.
Yeah.
Because he was like, yo, did she just... And then Michael Cole knew to go around because I guess Jade doesn't know.
She don't.
I'll take that as a rookie mistake because I know what she was trying to do.
Which was that? Lighten up.
Lighten up.
This really hurts.
Hey. My neck for real. Not my chin.
Not my chin.
That little cop there. So, but and that's what she was doing, but it came off as a she tapped. So, but granted, what it does is it helps the story too. It helps Shayna and Zoe's case going forward.
Right.
It actually helps them.
I like that.
Like you said, Bianca and Jade are protected.
Right.
They're protected no matter what.
Yeah.
But now Zoe and Shayna can be like, hey, let's play the replay. She tapped.
But here's the thing. How many more times does Shayna Baszler get the shaft, bro? She has not won anything. Man. Hey, man.
Yeah. We're going to switch to...
Shayna Baszler has...
Yeah, okay,
you got it? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I just want to make sure the gorilla told you. Right.
Yeah. That's it. Keep going.
Because Shayna Baszler has not won any championships in WWE except the women's tag team titles.
No, she was the Raw. Was she the Raw champion?
No. She was the NXT. She was the longest reigning NXT champion.
That's what she only held the NXT women's title.
Yeah. So I could see. Here's the thing. When she lost to Lola Vice.
Yeah.
And then when she took that pin, I was like, okay, so she's kind of filling in that Natalia role of the locker room leader, rah, this, that, the third type deal. I could see them maybe doing another tag title run, or, excuse me, if they do the mid-card women's championship, that needs to go to her.
I need them to do a mid-card women's championship because let's say when Alexa Bliss comes back, amazing talent, but I'm just talking about her stature. Alexa Bliss against Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair is an entertaining match, but what about the young lady, the tag team, they come out, they blow the smoke?
Kaden
Carter and Casey Cadden. No, she changed her name.
She's Chance and Carter.
Chance Carter, yeah.
Yeah, so Chance Carter.
Katana Chance.
Katana Chance. If you see her going against a Rhea Ripley or even a Raquel Rodriguez, you're like, this needs to be a mid-card champion.
Yeah.
So, also, when is Raquel coming back?
Whenever her skin stuff clears up. I know that she posted something.
Skin stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
She has some major skin infection. It caused her breakout in hives and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was right before Elimination Chamber she had to break out.
Yeah.
But she actually got through the chamber that time with it. So, yeah.
The chair throw from the Cody match and AJ Styles was amazing. The chair spot where he throws the chair at AJ falls into the table.
Yeah.
I was like, mwah, that was beautiful.
I could tell AJ was like, hey, man, I'm not going to touch these ropes. So if you could just hit me with a chair, I'll just take the bump.
Yeah.
George in the back, like, that's why you need a rope guy. You need a rope guy.
I got the towel.
Waving the towel around.
Let's talk about
Wait,
Gable.
real quick, too.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Logan Paul, whatever they're doing, they're cooking.
Incredible promo on SmackDown.
Yes.
At
Him
the
in his
big
pool.
crib.
Yeah,
Who
man.
let you in here? Where's security?
Hey, your
you're
friend
from
from LA
LA?
is here. My friend from LA. Yeah, he's in the pool.
Good call.
My friend from LA. You meant LA. That, bro. LA Knight is so incredible. I feel like if they could continue these promos until after Money in the Bank, we cooking with grease.
Give me like a Austin beating up Booker T at the grocery store with Logan Paul and LA Knight.
I think that's what this feels like too.
Yeah, I need something to happen, even if it's. I'm not sure where Logan Paul records his podcast. I want to see LA Knight tear him up around the podcast. Pause. I want to see.
That's a great pause. I want to see LA Knight tear him up on the podcast.
I love how your brain was so reactive to it. It was
That's a
like
great
your
pause.
brain was like pause.
Want to see him tear him up.
Move all around the podcast. Prime energy everywhere. What?
Thank you, Domingo Trip, for the super chat. He said, my bad, it's Jade Cargill or Ricky Steamboat.
Okay. But yeah, man, I think that they're cooking with grease, and the more they do it outside of in-ring one-on-one talkie promo, I think the more we're going to get some really good stuff with them.
Yeah, I love the energy that's created. You got me invested in this outcome, while at the same time still giving me Carmelo Hayes and an LA Knight feud.
Who also is like, it's so dope with Carmelo because it's like you that little runt that keep coming in like, yeah, so what? I'm the #1 draft pick. Why do I give him like? And they try every time they try to dust him off. No, I'm gonna show you, and then he goes out and shows him. The best part about this LA Knight Logan Paul feud for me is the build up is so perfect because we know where it culminates.
Right.
We know it goes to SummerSlam. They're just like, no, let's just keep them away from each other just
Here's
enough.
a tidbit. Here's another tidbit.
Again, we know more than likely, because we talked about it here, Logan screws LA Knight out of Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Or vice versa. Because don't be surprised if Logan Paul says, I'm going to Money in the Bank, because he's done it before.
Yes.
So, you know that, and then this gives us the match. It's just, I'm with you so much. I want a Logan Paul and Sprouts going down the aisle.
Of all the grocery stores.
Sprouts.
It is Sprouts.
Not a Vons or
I don't know if they
Ralph's.
could afford a Sprouts beat down.
He got that Prime money. That Prime is everywhere, bro.
Man.
Did you see it was on the top, on the turnbuckles now?
Yeah, I saw it on Turbo.
No, it's been there.
It's been there.
Oh, I just thought it was
saw
on,
SmackDown. It was on SmackDown, I believe.
Because I think, didn't they do both shows in the same spot? Or was it 2 arenas?
No, it was the same spot because the set was the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that explains why because there was a video that came out of the referee warning AJ about the ropes. So I guess the ropes got loose on SmackDown, and that's why there were so many other the top rope. That's where there's so many issues. Yeah.
Interesting. You
Yeah.
would think that they would make sure everything is good the night before the PLE. But I'm also going to say this. Hey, WWE, I know y'all watch it before the bell. And a lot of other podcast pages, I know y'all watch it before the bell. Because every single thing that we've predicted, we have seen you guys make posts and pictures to, even with the match types. How random do I ask a question like last week and say, hey guys, what is your least favorite match type? And that gets posted immediately after the show. We appreciate y'all for the love, but at least shout us out. Go ahead, Mark. What are you about to say, man?
This is about to be like, you know, when the government kills people for like, oh, you made a car that runs on water. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you out of here,
You
bucko.
outta here. And that was, oh, you think, okay, yeah, bet.
Woo! They got rid of 9 other people to make it look like an accident. Just to get him.
Just to get one person.
A car running on water? You're gone.
you are gone.
Respect to that brother's family. I can't believe.
You can't even make that announcement. You just
Nah,
got to pull
man.
up on place. Hey, Joe, what you run on? Don't worry about it. Just, you can't even tell. Man, you make that
Oh,
No,
bro.
that was like when old boy found the cure for cancer. He was like, hey, I found the cure for. I was like, we're like, don't say that. He's like,
Ixnay on the ear.
oh, you found the what? Cool. Let's
Cool.
Cool. Where you going? You going to a ball game with your son? Okay, cool. Don't worry about it.
Damn, that got dark really quick.
Yeah, it did.
We didn't involve any children. God. Gable
Yes.
is a star. We already know this. But Gable's also thinning up top. It's time for him to go full Kurt Angle, bro.
Man, every time you see that back when he like on the ropes and shot me right.
He got a shark head, so I understand why he don't go do
Yeah, I
it
was gonna
immediately.
say, I feel like he has a weird shaped head. That's why I was like, that's because he had that little headband on before.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I.
But Gable's so yoked.
He got more cut up if you ever noticed.
Yes.
He got more. That's what I thought he was getting. I was like, oh, he got this shape. He finna.
Bro, Gable needs a run, but I feel like I'm not bored with this feud between he and Sammy.
Yeah.
I want to see it culminate at a SummerSlam, but how do you get him back to another match?
I don't know. I don't think you can right now. I think you have it. Look, Sammy doing the whole, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That was your last shot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can go immediately to it. You're going to have to, I think SummerSlam has to be Otis versus Gable at this point. Or if you're going to do a Money in the Bank, because, I mean, Money in the Bank is only going to have the Money in the Bank matches and maybe one of the titles. Maybe. Or one of the mid-card titles. It's not going to be a long, as far as like heavy inter matches in between. I feel like this Otis match, this Otis thing with Gable has built up so well and so strong.
Mm-hmm.
It feels SummerSlam. It's got this good story build. Granted, we had the whole damsel in distress in Maxine Dupree, who managed to, change outfits amazingly. God bless your stylist, and still had the boot on.
Let me tell you something. Maxine Dupree is so fine. Black women would see you with her and be like, it's cool. That's how fine she is.
I get it. You know what? It's okay.
I mean,
her
you know,
boyfriend's black, right?
That tracks.
I think so.
I had no idea.
If you could pull that up, Mark.
Just Google Maxine Dupree's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Shout out to the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. James Rivera said we're gonna need a pause counter soon. CT's in the lead so far. I haven't even been. Hey man, this has been Martin. I said it once. That's it.
Hey man, we're neck and neck. Is there anything you want to say to that?
I don't
CT?
want to say anything, brother. I'm just having a good day, man. So
Also,
Hyper Niven.
Gable's face. That face in the ring after he lost and watching Otis walk off and that face just a stare. That's where he's been winning me over. Like I don't have to worry about Gable in ring ability. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We know he's good. It's the character.
Character's great.
Character work is phenomenal. Like, yo, this is so dope.
I don't think Otis is big enough. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to say a crazy suggestion that I would give to why Gable could get another shot at the IC title is if he puts Maxine in the ankle lock. We know her ankle's now vulnerable. We know that Sammy cares for Otis, and he's like, yeah, Tazawa cool too. But Otis and Maxine, they didn't even fly him out.
Yeah, what was that about?
We're good. But if he put her in the ankle lock, could you imagine? Like Sammy would fold.
Give me another shot.
Yeah.
Give me another shot. Okay. I'll give you another shot, and that's when he beats him.
Yeah.
Otis versus Gable isn't big enough for a pay-per-view like Money in the Bank, I think. I feel like it's a special Raw or
You
if
blow
they
it
do
off
it.
like that?
I don't. Is that her girlfriend?
No, I think I don't know.
That's
Oh, that's her
family?
mom.
No, we
And
were
her
looking for
dad.
a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You got ethnicity. I don't
Yeah,
care what
we know what that is.
Yeah, we want to know her boyfriend. You can type Maxine Dupree's boyfriend.
yeah. Relationships, right? Okay.
Yep,
27. I think she, if she keeps increasing her in-ring work, she could be the next Trish Stratus.
She could be the next Trish Stratus. Speaking of which, so glad that you said that. I had a question I wanted to ask you guys. Top 5 crushes of the Attitude Era, early 2000s. This is our prime time adolescence and childhood. Who are your top 5 before you begin? Because obviously I was
Wait,
prepared.
what era? Real quick. What
I
era
already said
is?
Or like what years?
Yeah, that's
This
what I'm
is
asking.
98 through 2005.
98
I'm going Trish Stratus.
Okay, that's why I was wondering what year she
I'm
falls in.
going. She got the legs, the long legs.
Tori
Stacey
Wilson.
Keebler.
Stacy Keebler,
Oh, sorry.
Tori Wilson, Jacqueline,
Yep.
Stephanie McMahon. Honorable mention: Chyna after she got her jaw surgery. Rest in peace. After she got that jaw surgery, I was in there, boy. That first jaw, I was like, "Hey, yo!" She looked like she was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I thought they was brothers, but after she got that second one, rest in peace. After she got that second one, boy, I was like, "Yeah, Playboy should have called her. That was a good call."
Since she had the blue blood chin
Man, that first chin,
and terrorizing. Listen,
that first chin was like, why isn't she in the Royal Rumble? Like you questioned it.
Yeah. Wait, what was the indie year again? 05?
2005.
05, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I gotta make sure I Google this right because I want to make sure I got her.
98 to 05.
98 to 05. All right.
Trish Stratus with the first chest.
Claytanos.
No, when she was managing
Shut up!
A-Train and Test.
Yeah, man. TNA.
TNA, man.
Yeah. Mine would be, my number one would actually be Stephanie. That like 90, that like 2001 Stephanie.
2001
but
Stephanie.
To like 03 stuff.
Ain't nobody touching
Man.
01 Stephanie, boy.
Yeah.
You're talking about after the marriage, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
marriage.
Well, before they were really married.
No,
but
that's what I'm
they,
talking about. The gimmick of the drunk
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
out in Vegas thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
But it was that, when she was heel and she was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
she was oiling the things up. And respectfully speaking. But she, it's like, what more? All right. That'd be my number one.
God.
Hey.
If we went on the internet, we would be canceled.
Oh, Jesus. Yo, y'all are wild. Set one of them things up. All right, here's a go.
Well, I just did
Oh.
one. I
Oh,
gotta
don't
do
you
it.
have
Keep
No.
going, Martin.
So yeah, Stephanie would be my number one. Number two would probably be Tori Wilson. She seemed real sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looks the same, too.
Yeah. Sometimes. Three would be Stacy Keebler.
Uh-huh.
4 would be Dawn Marie because she looked like dirty, so I kind of like that aspect of her. Not like. Yeah, that's a Bama thing right there.
Bama is in a dirty white women. Jesus. Keep going.
And probably my number 5. Oof.
That's too much.
I think I want to put. I think China would also be my honorable mention, but I saw the videos and stuff. So
yeah.
so I'm not gonna act like
Yeah.
Also,
honorable mention, Sable.
Sable. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just hated how she danced. But it's like, it was one of those things of like, you didn't realize she didn't know how to dance until later. Cause she'd be like, and all the women want me. And she'd do that. You're like, oh, she can't, she can't dance. She don't know what
The
she's
hip swivel.
Yeah. She just, all the women want me. And she'd do that like, that was white girls used to love that dance in like 98 to 2002. They're like,
That girl's gone wild
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
kicked and hair. Like, they kicked and hair. And then if you're like dancing with their hair just in your mouth, you're like,
With a jean skirt on.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Give me your
Clairol.
5, man.
Yeah, so Trish would probably be my last one then.
Trish, Victoria, Melina, Stephanie, Jacqueline.
Yeah, Jacqueline was so underappreciated.
So
Yeah.
underappreciated.
Ooh, I love Jacqueline, man.
Victoria got to go. Look, let me tell you something. Lisa Marie's the homie. Love you to death. But you had a couple of great home videos that came out. I'd like to thank you. for
Why
Why?
would you?
as the homie. It's even crazier.
that. We got
the
OnlyFans
homie.
pages. Like what we
That's different.
Yeah, the homie.
Oh,
That's crazy. Let's get back
Melina's
in
teeth
gear.
were always too small for me. She had real little teeth. That really bothered me. Well, like I love seeing her in the game because
Yeah.
they change up teeth in the game.
Oh.
So if I ever had like a moment, it'd be after like playing like SVR 06 or whatever. But yeah, in real life, I was like, man, her teeth are so small. And I had a homeboy who. All right, what were you about to say?
No, you got to finish that. You had a homeboy that what?
Yeah, they hung out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you like women with big teeth and dirty white women.
That is
That's
not-
I mean, that sound like the qualifications.
First off, I didn't say dirty white women.
You
Dirty.
She looked
just dirty women in general. That's your thing.
Look dirty.
Not anymore. I'm saying at a younger age, that was, I wouldn't call it a preference, but it's like you just knew, like I remember one time, this girl, she was like driving me around, and she was like, I want to listen to the CD, but there's vomit on it, and then she like licked the CD to put it in, and I was like, that's disgusting, and I was like, we're probably gonna get married, so.
What album was it?
Dude, I don't remember. I think it was such a like.
You'd have been a G.
Yo,
Go ahead.
I know who we forgot, and I keep reading the chat, and I just thought about Molly Holly.
Never a crush for me, but you know what Molly Holly was? Molly Holly.
Thicker than gyro meat.
All right. Cool. Cool. Yes, and she had the lower half body, but I think as a teenage boy, I wasn't ready for that.
Molly Holly was out here like fresh Jiffy peanut butter, bro.
Here's the thing. I met Molly Holly when I was a kid.
Yeah.
and like I got her
Bonehead Mouse.
autograph, and I remember being like, "Are you Molly Holly?" She goes, "Sometimes," and I was like, "Oh, that's a sweet answer." And then she like wrote like a Bible verse as part of her autograph. So I was like, "Okay."
Oh.
She
that's-
seems like that type though.
Wait, a Bible verse?
not like the full thing. She just wrote like, "Hey, Romans, Catholic, whatever it's called." Yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah. So, but that for me, I could not sexualize a person.
That wrote
Yes,
a
I
Bible
can.
verse.
Have you
That-
seen some of these preachers' wives? They get these new bad ones. I'm sorry, bro. My bad. Can
Hey,
we-
man, you are too horny.
Yeah, you out of control, man.
Was Molly in those edibles, bro?
That was brilliant. That was
So Molly-
brilliant.
Good, yeah.
Let's bring it.
Was Molly
Please. In the
in that? Hey, let me tell you something. You on your way. You the next Leonard Bruce. Yo. Y'all comedians, man. Y'all just go too far. I will say this with the CM Punk interference. Well, first of all, to talk about, I like the match with Bailey and Piper.
Mhm.
That was a great, solid match. If anything, like Triple H said, I now want to see Piper have more meaningful matches and feuds.
Yes.
You know what sucked for me?
What?
The way their crowd treated Bailey.
When she came out, she's like, I know you guys got some more in you. We're like, Bailey, number one, you coming out too soon when your music hit. That's number one.
Coming out way
Yeah.
early. 'Cause
You ain't
it's-
letting the second beat drop.
It's so long though. That first one, it's so long.
Yeah.
Until it comes,
Yeah.
That's why the harmony is like she ain't being carried out again like WrestleMania, is she?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And that's not I think they got to change her theme up again. That doesn't give off this is a top baby face
Right.
theme.
Yeah.
What was her like, man, there ain't no stop it when they had like the Bailey buddies.
Oh,
If there's a way to blend that
That
with
was
that
incredible.
like role, and then it's also who's the Def Rebel, where
Yeah.
everything starts off with like role model, Piper,
yeah.
it's CM Punk.
No, can
Like-
we talk about Chelsea Greens?
Yeah,
Chelsea Greens got Samantha Irvin in it now.
Of course.
yeah.
That is so dope. I just want to make sure we brought that
I
up.
love it. I love that. But
Chelsea Green.
but it's kind of overkill. I know why they do it, because it's like, all right, we can't rely on having Samantha do this if she's going to not be on SmackDown or whatever, or pay-per-view, whatever. We cover ourselves. But at the same time, to double down on it takes away from what Samantha originally did, which is always brilliant. I'm a Samantha Irvin guy.
I disagree with you on that one, bro. I think because it just fits that Chelsea Green personality, that bratty Karen type shit.
Before you continue that, what are you disagreeing with me about with that?
That they shouldn't have it like that. I disagree that, like, I think Samantha Irvin's music, her voice should be in the music. I think it works perfectly.
So you're fine with the double down?
Yeah, fine with it.
Got it.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, man.
Well,
so
but also, what's the girl who's
Alicia Taylor?
Yeah, because she's not gonna do that. She has to like, she has like the gravelly voice. So she's not gonna like.
Why'd you super say it up when you did it?
That's what she does. She goes, Chelsea Green.
like she mad that she coming out there?
She says about for everybody. I like her a lot, but it's like it's a very different energy from.
She goes back to a traditional ring announcer.
Yes.
It's not like, but that's why we love Samantha Irvin. And I really don't enjoy the hate that she gets online, because it's like she's bringing something different to this sport. And for her to get this hate, it's like, yo, how do you?
It's because she's a black woman.
It's definitely because she's a black woman.
It's because she's
They
a
don't
black woman
like
three
the
times.
blacks. They don't like the black women. Drew yoked up CM Punk and let me know that that if this was not scripted, I got these hands for you, bro. CM Punk was even shocked, like, hey, when he kicked him in the nuts, I felt like that was for real. Like, hey, man, we didn't talk about this.
But he looked so much bigger than Punk.
My tricep,
Bro.
He looked like Elian Gonzalez when he was in that little closet.
Yo!
Bro.
Elian Gonzalez.
I wondered why he didn't just hit him with the go to sleep. But it was like, bro, when he had his hands around his neck, Drew McIntyre reminded me that this is scripted. But if it was not, this would be a real fight.
We need to give credit to the camera and the production.
I was about to
Yes.
say that, man.
That was the perfect shot
It was
to
beautiful.
have, because some of the crowd had no idea
Right.
until he stood up, and that shot be like, oh, referee just slid in. Why does referee got on Jordans?
When that camera angle switched to you seeing the front of CM Punk's head, he
Yeah.
was like, it was two. It was like,
Yeah.
oh!
And even hearing the crowd react to it,
Yeah.
like, and then realizing, oh, he's about to get screwed.
He's
again.
about to get screwed in his home country.
And I thought he was gonna. I was like, maybe he'll kick out, maybe, which is crazy that they like. I've hated Drew, in kayfabe for these past few months or whatever,
Yeah.
and that made me like him.
Yeah,
That made me like, oh man, I wanted him to win.
I did not, because CM Punk did not deserve the disrespect that Drew McIntyre has been given.
No,
After that-
he was kind of crazy. Yeah,
Man, go ahead.
I would like to go back to the clip we posted that a lot of y'all wanted to engage in when we talked about Drew winning. And I told you want to see Drew drop it to Gunther. It wasn't going to happen. I also put in the comments, and then people like, well, wrestling's scripted, so they can win. Yeah, we know that part. But also the storyline. Drew's story is he's constantly been screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
Drew's story is I'm screwed no matter what. And CM Punk at the press conference, I will make sure you never
Win another title again.
win another title.
as long as I'm alive.
Alive.
That means Drew McIntyre has to literally kill CM Punk
To win a title.
win a title.
Yeah.
And so that story is, again, you get Damian Priest,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about possibly? He's like, no, I'm going to fight Gunther. I'm the champion. Like, you going to respect. Also, Damian Priest is at press conference.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, I'm going to beat Gunther.
Put respect. All rise. Hey, I ain't answering the damn question.
I love
Y'all
that.
get about
Yeah.
y'all seat.
Everybody get up.
You three, right here, stand up.
Which is crazy. If you feel when people standing up behind you.
Yeah.
So for you to feel the entire room get up and you don't get up, it's crazy.
You do this, you're like,
Can I say, I thought it was going to end up being like a dude in a wheelchair, though. Like, I thought it was going to be like wait, I just realized. All right, that's my bad. You all can be seated now. Who has questions for the champion?
Why is it
Like,
always
Campion.
somebody in the back that sees something in the front that you didn't see? I said, all rise. He can't. Oh, I'm sorry about that. How did you see that from all the way back here?
he can't.
He can't. Big E should manage Oba Femi. I would not be mad at that. But here's the thing. The New Day is going through a transition right now, much like Damage Control is, where EO said Damage Control must change. I don't know
She
what
going
that
back
meant.
to that crazy EO from NXT. I'm fine with it.
But to see what's happening with the New Day and Final Testament. Also, I like him being called Big Boss Cross. That's actually a dope nickname.
That's tight.
Big Boss Cross. But by New Day feuding with the
Final Testament.
AOP and Final
AOP,
Testament, it's like, what does this do for them? I liked not them having a wedge between them, but both of them turning heel. I like that story.
Yeah. I thought they were going to go full goth. I want, like, Xavier Woods has the little friend of the show. He has the little, like, nose rings.
Yeah.
Give him like a little lip ring and a choker and all black or something.
Never been a fan of a man in chokers.
I
know, but that's why you'd hate him even more.
Billy Gunn used to have a choker on. And I was like, I don't like that.
Billy Gunn had a lot of zesty outfits.
Boy, a lot of zest.
Even when he had like his when he had the piercing on his the belly button piercing, I was like,
he wore his shirt tied up in the front once. They was
He
like, don't you ever
did.
do
and
that
this
again.
is like pre-Billy and Chuck.
Yeah, I know. He was like, hey, bro,
I get what you guys were going for.
Hey,
but
bro,
this is-
don't you tie that.
At the end of the day, he called himself Mr. Ass. And we were kids. And we were like, oh, yeah, Mr.
He's
Ass.
ass man.
I remember watching, shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. I remember watching wrestling.
Thank you.
And my dad saw me watching Billy Gunn. He was like, hey, man, what are you doing? I was like, oh, it's Billy Gunn. And he was like, nah. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking out Mr. Ass. What do you mean by that, son?
Whew.
So let's talk real quick. So listen, Mr. Ass, why?
Yeah, but Billy Gunn, he was such a superstar to me, bro.
Yeah,
because I loved his music, I loved his finisher, and because he didn't talk, I didn't get annoyed by him. And he was so yoked up. When you're a little kid, you want to grow to be yoked up.
Right.
But the choker always made me be like, I don't like that one.
Before we get up out of here, can we go back again to Damian Priest? Who's
Yeah.
his next opponent now? Does he wrestle? Do you just give him money in the bank off?
Yeah.
And save him, literally let him heal up, whatever the case is, let him heal up to SummerSlam.
I would be down for that. You let him heal up because his ankle's definitely sprained and it's going to be that way for a minute. I don't want to see him drop that title because we need to legitimize that title. Mark says choker or
All right.
Yeah.
Here's my question. I'm not
reading that
one. Yeah. How quickly do you give Jade and Bianca the tag titles back?
No. They need to stay away from those titles.
Really?
Because that's why they dropped it the way that they dropped it, is because they don't need titles. Now they need to go in their separate directions unless you're going to have them feud by SummerSlam.
No, that feels too quick.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying as far as writing, but you don't have them go back after those tag titles.
But
Jay's not ready.
I will say there was something else that happened during that match that I'm like, that could be another reason, right? So when I think it was Isla who hit the German on Jade, and then Bianca was trying to get in, and Isla Fire was but she was crawling over Jade, so she's on top of Jade while trying to go break up the pin. So even Jade could. So that's like after she pushed her when when she was trying to do the kick up. So now having a moment like this of, I mean, I would have broke up the pin, but you were doing all this and crawling on me and stuff. So I think that you have these little moments that might not be intentional that could lead to something with those two.
I think they are. I think these moments are intentional. I think we've been seeing, because that's one thing we've been seeing for the longest now, where you'll get these packages of a story and you'll be like, yo, this has been happening all along behind us and we don't understand. So to Damian Priest, take him off. One more thing, and I know we got to get a wrap. Tomorrow's the return
Of
Wyatt 6.
Yeah, I'm about tired. I'm ready for this to wrap up. So I'm glad that it was.
I'm not scanning any more QR codes.
Man.
I think everybody was like, well, they should come. I saw people on, well, not everybody, people on the internet going, they should come and clash at the castle. And I was like,
No.
against who?
Too stacked.
Who do you think they feud with though?
I think they're supposed. Maybe. Ooh,
They're coming after Gable. I know his initials were there.
Really?
Well, it said
Yeah.
CG, but that could also be Chelsea Green. That could be Corey Graves. That could be.
Oh, I would love Corey Graves to get his ass whooped, bro. I would love that,
what
bro.
did he do to you?
You know what he did? I'm so glid you asked.
He gave Carmella a baby?
No. Also, I'm not that surfacey. Let me tell you what he did. We were at Comic-Con in 2017. was one of those years. It was right after AJ had just won a WWE title. He, The New Day, and Corey Graves were there to celebrate Mattel dropping a new action figure, and Corey Graves was moderating. Now, if you've ever been to a comic book convention, like I will be at Power Morphicon in August, happens every other year, so you got to talk about it. Corey Graves was like, yeah, so we're going to get some, we're going to talk some more about these things, and you have a Q&A where you get questions from the crowd. So before it even started, I'm raising my hand because I'm like, hey, just pay attention. New Day knows what it is. AJ knows what it is. And Corey kept purposely trying to look past me raising my hand. And he wasn't calling on anybody in the audience. And it was like, I had to be like, hey. And shout out to Xavier Woods, friend of the show. He's like, yeah, let's get this question. And then Corey was like, oh, yeah. And it was like, you saw me. So ever since then,
You know,
I hated Corey
like,
Graves. You?
No, absolutely. Y'all don't see me at all. You can't see me, even though when I'm here, whatever. You sound like Max Dillon in Amazing Spider-Man 2. When he was like, you saw me. With Jamie Foxx's character, before he was Electro.
That's a deep cut.
That was a very deep cut. And what you're looking at would be more appropriate for Xavier Woods because he's the one that saw me. So it would have been like, oh, he saw me. But you're saying, well, Corey Graves would have been that. Lay off the drugs, brother. But we will say this, as we get out of here, what you got coming up, Jay Washington?
Oh man, my schedule is off. I'm not gonna lie. Just the only reason, seriously, is because I was supposed to be on a cruise as of right now, and because that's going, I don't.
So what's coming up?
I don't
got time for this shit, man. What's coming up? I want to hear what you're supposed to be.
I was supposed to be on a cruise.
Where you supposed to eat? What you supposed to wear?
I was supposed to be
Where
on these
you
streets.
at?
Where are you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Where can they find you on social media?
Yeah.
Mr. J. Washington.
Mr. J. Washington. Shout out to our super chat, Mr. M.A. Styles. Why Billy Gunn bigger than most of the AEW roster? Shout out to AEW. My favorite AEW moment of this week was seeing my guy swerve when I drop. Swerve when I drop. Woo! Theme song fire, Ken. Give it to me. What's coming up?
Hey, at Martin and Morrow on all socials. I think I got some shows around here. I can't remember. But Albania, end of the month, 28th, 29th. So check those out.
Nice, man. Also,
follow my YouTube channel because I'm going to start posting more stuff on there. Martin Morrow on YouTube.
Hey, we're going to support that, man. Martin Morrow on YouTube. It's also in the description how you can find all of us all the time. We're about to do the after show right now. If you're a member of the Patreon, we're doing this just for you. And if you are what tier?
1999 tier.
Yeah, we're going to do a FaceTime with one of the members after this as well. So we're so honored to have you guys watching. Please grab your merch. Work very hard on it. And for the next week and a half, it is 25% off everything in store. Even if you can't afford one of the bigger items, get something small. Get the cup. I'm waiting on one of my cups right now. Ladies and gentlemen, before the bell, we out.